When you look at it, this presidential library will actually be bigger and bring a greater benefit to the city of Chicago than the Olympics. Not
30
just now,
seconds remaining.
but in perpetuity. Madam Chairman, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Madam Timekeeper, I think it would be easy for people to be able to gauge their comments if you would give them time cues. So when they get to 1 minute, would you let them know that? When they get to 30 seconds, would you also let them know that? Thank you very much. Who is our second speaker, please?
Wallace Good.
Good evening, I'm Wallace Good, the Executive Director of the Hyde Park Chamber of Commerce. The Commerce was founded in 1939, and for 75 years we have been committed to the development and enhancement of business and commercial entities on the South Side. In these 75 years, we've learned how businesses work and think. We are all about economic development, which means employment opportunities, flourishing businesses, and a vibrant fiscal community. The Obama Presidential Library is wonderfully, incredibly, outrageously supportive of each of these endeavors. The Obama Presidential Library will bring to the South Side much needed economic growth, we all understand that, badly needed employment, who could argue with that, and an incredible boost to our community with many new business opportunities. With these possibilities in mind, the Hyde Park Chamber of Commerce wants to go on record in full support of the Obama Presidential Library. Our 269 members want to be on board.
1 minute remaining.
Full support of the Obama Presidential Library. That really throws you off. Coming to Chicago.
By design.
Coming to Chicago, and in particular to the South Side. We encourage all stakeholders to come together. This shouldn't be a divisive argument. This should be one that allows us to decide what an incredible opportunity we have at this historic, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The Hyde Park Chamber says, bring it on home.
30 seconds remaining.
Thank you. Alderman Fioretti, welcome to the hearing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, quite frankly, we shouldn't be here today. We are all in favor of the library, and everyone wants to have the library here. The emotional fix was in for the library. This is a place where he began community organizing on 111th and Cottage Grove. He became a state senator. He started a family here. He got married here. He became a U.S. senator here. And really and then in Grant Park, he gave his speech, his acceptance speech that night. We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be dividing up our communities and saying whether or not we should be giving up parkland. It's just wrong. That's what, and the University of Chicago can find better ways and a better source to create the library here. We have one strong bid already from the UIC, and we should make this a strong bid too. Let the presidential family decide for us, but let's not cloud the issue for them where it's become destructive, and it has become destructive. This 11th hour, 59th minute of a conversation that is just, and it doesn't hold transparency, accountability, and what people value the most, input.
1 minute remaining.
2 minutes of 2 meetings here. We should not be here today. We all want the library. We want to bring it home. When I saw that one picture of the posters on LaSalle Street that in November after the president was elected, it brought back a sense of pride about what our nation is and what we've done. But here, we've ended up dividing everybody. USC should not be using
30 seconds remaining.
For it. They should find a different way to make that bid accessible and make it a strong bid. But let's not use public land again, because that's what we see happening all over. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman.
And we'll see you all tomorrow at the board meeting.
Dr. Adams?
Good evening, and thank you for this opportunity.
Excuse me, please.
Thank you for giving me my chance to talk. Thank you very much. Put in a card and get up here. My name is Carol Adams. I'm the immediate past president of the DuSable Museum and a founding member of Museum Campus South.
Dr. Adams, excuse me 1 second. Sir, if you cannot respect the process, you won't be able to stay in here.
I'm glad we're all here having an opportunity to voice our opinions. about this and add this to the over 150 meetings that have already been held on this topic. I encourage the Park District, the City of Chicago, and all other stakeholder entities to see the educational, cultural, and economic development of these communities and the honoring of our homegrown president as paramount in citing the Obama Presidential Library on Chicago's legendary South Side. As a devotee of museums and the iconic Frederick Homestead, I'm glad we are not making any small plans. Historically, Chicago's major museums are located in parks, and the marriage has been a good one. I applaud the minimal displacement of residents and businesses and the park positive aspects of the plan that is under consideration. I shudder to think how long we would have to wait for full-scale development without the library.
1 minute remaining.
And do not think it should be held hostage for any reason. This is a win-win-win that respects the authentic voice of the community to be self-determining. Let's bring it on home.
Thank you, Dr. Adams. Could I ask that you call the next 6 people so that they can line up as testimony begins? So please call the next 6 people and then we'll hear from Father.
Did Dr. Tony? Oh, all right. So you're up here. Mr. Arnold Randall, Shirley Newsom, Dr. Leon Finley. This name I have to spell Tyreusite for Rainbow Push.
Father, please go ahead.
Good evening. I'm Father Tony Mazurka, the servant president of Mount Carmel High School. And our entire Mount Carmel High School community is 100% in favor of the South Side of Chicago as a home for the Obama Presidential Center. Daily access to and ongoing partnerships with the Presidential Center will be a tremendous source of inspiration for our 700 young men who come from 119 zip codes and 250 grammar schools, as well as students from Hyde Park Academy, Kenwood Academy, and the University of Chicago Lab School. This past year, we enhanced our service programs at Mount Carmel by asking all of our young men to provide 1 week of service to the local community, including environmental projects in Washington Park and Jackson Park. And the Obama Presidential Center would offer additional inspiration and, we hope, additional opportunity for student service projects within the community. And finally, as Mount Carmel has been rooted in Woodlawn and has witnessed its development and its change over the past 115 years, we know the impact the Presidential Library would have on the local economy and the safety, especially for our young people. We want Craig Robinson, the First Lady's brother and a 1979 graduate of Mount Carmel High School, and our 15,000
1 minute remaining.
to return to Mount Carmel, to return to the Woodlawn area and experience the economic development and safety we are sure that the Presidential Center would bring. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Randall.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Arnold Randall. I'm a lifelong resident of Woodlawn. I've lived here my whole life. My family came here in the 1950s, so I have deep roots. I've used Washington Park, Midway Plaisance, Jackson Park my whole life. I've also had the privilege of managing these parks in previous jobs, so I have, I think, a very interesting perspective on